Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, bringing you news and information from people making a difference in our communities. I'm Beverly Weaver, and joining me now is Kirk Woundy, the managing editor of the Colorado Springs Independent. Welcome, Kirk. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Let's really begin with what the Independent does. A huge piece of the community, obviously, is the newspaper. Tell me a little bit more about what you provide for the community.
On a weekly basis, we try to provide not only news on what's going on politically and also with education and all the usual things you consider as news, but we also try to focus a lot on arts and entertainment in our community, anything from film to theater to music. And we try to put out a paper that will help educate people and get them involved civically, while also just giving them something that's enjoyable to read. Informing
them, for sure. In terms of the big issue that you have coming out in October, Best of Colorado Springs, the 17th annual edition of that, tell me a little bit more about the thought process and the history of that edition.
It's something that started very soon after the paper began, and it's something that a lot of newspapers like ours across the country do at least once a year, where they try to just highlight people, places, restaurants, other outlets in the community that are doing great work in whatever it is they choose to do.
Exactly. And the different categories, like you mentioned, can really range from, the best haircut all the way up to the best restaurant and places that people may not have heard about or seen before, right?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts of this, actually, is getting to tell people something that they didn't know about their community, and also giving a chance to some of these businesses and business people to kind of reach new customers or potential customers.
Exactly.
And just try to make our community a little bit more aware, I guess, of the people who are in it.
Yeah. Now, you had the voting back in August. It sounds like you had a lot of people participating. Tell me a little bit about what kind of participation you had for the votes.
Our goal this year was to try to better our turnout from last year, which was about 6,000 people. And we did that. We got off to a strong start, in part by offering iPad giveaways over the course of the first, or the 4 weeks of voting. And yeah, it's the biggest one we've ever done. And we're excited about that because it should mean that it's a better or more representative cross-section, I guess, of the best things in our community.
Exactly. And you do probably have people who realize that they have a service or something neat that they're providing to get the word out to their own customers about, hey, vote for us, because it's nice to get that recognition, right?
Yeah, we've seen some more of that in the past couple of years, where restaurants or businesses will approach their customers, be it via Facebook or even just in store, to say, make sure you get out and vote for us, and that just benefits everybody, I think.
Yeah. In terms of kind of using this to kind of recognize pride in the community as well, do you kind of get that feedback from your readers that say, you know what, this is nice that we get to acknowledge the services and the goods that are the best of the best in Springs?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people who they'll vote every year. Some people will try to vote multiple times in a year, which of course is against the rules, but
right.
I mean, you can't fault their enthusiasm. And certainly the business owners seem to appreciate it. I mean, we ask a lot of them just in terms of allowing us to come into their places and take photos and talk to them about what they do, and people by and large are overwhelmingly welcome.
Certainly the world of newspaper publishing is in jeopardy. We hear all the time about newspapers going out of business and the difficulty. How important is it for an area to have that representative voice in the community?
It's hard to imagine a city without it, really. We've been lucky in that our readership has grown, and where some papers have been cutting back, we've actually been able to grow a little bit as a staff in the past few years. But for that, we just have to thank our readers and hope that they keep coming back to us because they believe that what we give them is something valuable that they can't get anywhere else.
Exactly. Where can people go, Kirk, to get more information on the Independent and the issue coming out?
Best place to go is our website, csindy.com. There you could find links to previous best of issues, and also any issue that goes back to 2000, and anything that we do in a given week will be up there.
All right, very, very cool. Kirk Woundy, the managing editor of the Colorado Springs Independent, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver.